Hello everyone! So as you can see, the whole setup looks exactly the same as the Wolfgang video, and that's because I'm recording this right after Wolfgang. I just wanted to document every single Living Dead doll that I get on my YouTube channel, give them their little 2 cents and everything, because I wouldn't say I'm like a mega fan of Living Dead dolls, but I can acknowledge that they have a lot of product, and some of it does cater to me and my personal interests. Specifically like series dolls and a few res dolls. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that they have made a lot of cute concepts like Frozen Charlotte and Desmodus and Ezekiel and Wolfgang. And even whole series like Series 19 and Series 23 and Series 28. Like just like really good cutesy concepts that I'd like to, you know, spend money on. And speaking of Series 23, we actually have one of those today, and this is one that my homie Matt got for me. I love you, Matt. You're my favorite. I love you so much. Anyways. So he got me 2 Living Dead dolls for my birthday, but I sent him my like Living Dead doll wish list, which is like 40-50 Living Deads, because there is as many Living Dead dolls as there are. There's only about 50 that I would actually want in my collection. I'm kind of picky. I don't really necessarily like the gory ones or the extra scary ones, or like there's just a lot of ugly ones too. I'm very picky with Living Dead, so that's why I say I'm not like a mega fan. Like they couldn't do anything I would be okay with it, but there is a lot of good that I personally enjoy from them. Okay, so today we have Betsy. Apparently he told me he was able to find her for $30, and she did come with her box, but as you can see, the tissue is gone. It's not necessarily the most important thing to me. All I really needed was a complete doll and the accessories, and it's good to have the death certificate as well. So this is Betsy. She's the host of the most murderous party where every guest must fall. She asks that you come early, don't be tardy, laugh, drink, die, have a ball. Series 23. So the storyline with 23 and why I'm so in love with it is because Betsy here is just a little girl, a little twisted girl, and she hosted a tea party with 4 of her favorite toys: Agatha, Genocide, Teddy, and Quack. And then she killed them. So currently this is the most murderous Living Dead doll I have, and it's funny because she looks almost really unassuming. I mean, she kind of does look evil, doesn't she? But you know, I feel like Desmodus, like he's not necessarily like a killer, he's just a vampire. Damien, I wouldn't say he's a killer, he's just kind of a mischievous boy. Same thing with Ezekiel. Wolfgang is just possessed. Frozen Charlotte literally just had a tragic death. But her, she killed 4 guests at her tea party. So yeah, I really like this because one, she's like the really pretty host, and then the other 4 are her dolls. There's a teddy bear, there's a duck plushie, there's a porcelain doll, and then there's just like a really pretty, like, I don't know, I guess like a fancy tea party doll. Yeah, and they're all in tea party attire except for the 2 plushie ones. They're just wearing animal suits, but it's kind of fitting, low-key. It kind of reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. But yes, enough yapping. Let me go ahead and review this doll. So I'm going to start with her accessory. As you can see, it's this little skull-shaped tea kettle or teapot. It has a handle at the top. There is really nice detail all over it. It has good dry brushing, and it has this handle and this spout, which looks like a spinal cord or something. And if we open it up, here's the inside of the lid. Very unimportant, but inside you can see there is a red brew of tea, perhaps blood, and there's a very red engorged eyeball in there, and it is green. It's a green eyeball. I wondered if maybe the eyeball was Genocide's, because Genocide in the doll line is actually missing an eyeball, but she has a different color, I think. Yeah, so as you can see, she has one holding hand, and she has a white, fair skin tone. It's hard to see on camera, but you can see that one eye, even though they have like white irises, the outline of them, one is green and one is gray, so she is a heterochromiac girl. She does have really heavy black eyeliner and mascara, and as you can see, she has like gray eyeshadow, and there is some like pink blushing surrounding her eyes, so they kind of look like she was rubbing her eyes a lot or something. She has freckles on her cheeks and over the bridge of her nose, downturned eyebrows, and a really simple reddish lip. It's dark red, but it's kind of hard to see with the lighting that I have today. And yes, as you can see, she has this really nice, it's like, it's not necessarily like a light pink, it kind of has a tinge of purple to it. I'm not certain what to call this color. It's like in between light pink and lavender, you know? But it's really nice, and it has these feathers, and when I first opened her, these feathers were flying everywhere. So if you get her, be mindful of that. If we take off this boa, you can see she has this really cute little dress underneath the boa. It does kind of look funny with just the hat on though, because the hat matches the boa. But yeah, it's just a little plastic hat. The top of it is flocked, but the underside is just plastic. And it's just like a bucket hat shape, and it has, you know, a ring of the feathers on it with this little rosette in the center. And her hair is this really pretty ginger color, and as you can see, it has crimps in it. It's not tangled at all. It's really soft. I think it might be saran, I'm not certain, but it's a really good quality. And then we have her dress. It almost looks perhaps like she's wearing like just mesh, because the dress underneath is the same color as her skin, but it is a white dress with a black fishnet overlay, and as you can see, there's flowers in it, there's some crisscrossing. It's just a simple sleeveless dress with a regular neckline, and then it has a ribbon around the waist with another rosette, and it has like bow attributes to it. And then here we have these little Living Death doll black sandal shoes. They're strappy. They have one strap over the toes and then one around the ankle that crisscrosses in the back. And yeah, they have a heel and a sole. Very, very, very cute. Very, very simple. Allow me to put her boa back on. So yes, I really, really like this lineup of Living Deads, just because I feel like the story makes it, really. Just the fact that, also the dolls themselves, I'm not gonna go ahead and say like it's just a story, but you know, the dolls themselves are also very interesting looking and cutesy looking. There's a duck one, there's a bear one. And they all died at the party, and then they ate her. They rose from the dead and ate her. That's the story. So basically, she was a little girl. She brought her toys to the tea party. She killed them all, and then they rose from the dead and ate her alive. So that's how she died. That's why she's also a Living Dead doll. She didn't just kill, she also was killed by her victims. It's kind of morbid if you think about it, but it's supposed to be a ditzy little story. Like, did she really, like, she really killed her toys and they killed her back? Come on now. It's just stupid, you know? So yeah, I really like her. I feel like this isn't necessarily one of the ones Living Dead dolls people talk about a lot, which is kind of crazy because I feel like she's very good. She's kind of underrated, low-key. But yeah, so thank you, Matt, for getting me her. I really wasn't expecting this one of all of them. But I'm very happy to have this one because it is a 23, and low-key, he let me know that he was getting me 2 Living Deads because originally he was going to get me Loopsies because that's my first baby, you know? And so he was like, do I get you Loopsies or Living Deads? Because you're in your Living Dead era right now. And I was like, low-key, you could get me Living Deads. I wouldn't be mad. And so yeah, he got me some Livins, some Deads, some Living Deads. And this is one of them. And, at the time, I just was really hoping one of the ones he got me was a 23. I was like, what if one's a 23? Like my first tea party one, because I want the whole line basically. And so I was like, if he gets me one, like it would be a blessing. And he did. And she was the first one I opened of the 2. So I'm very, very happy to have her. Thank you, Matt. She's very cutesy. She's like, you know, like I just really like her, so I'm very satisfied with Betsy, Miss Betsy, and she is the most violent, it seems, out of all the Living Dead dolls I have. So if anybody's gonna kill me in my sleep, it's gonna be Betsy. But once again, it's not that serious. But yeah, so thank you for watching my, oh, sorry, I'm like placing her back over there on my desk and she started falling. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you like 23 or Betsy or whatever you want to let me know. I don't really care. Ta-ta, farewell, au revoir, and goodbye.